Imagine you're a small content marketing agency. Every time you onboard a new client, you have to create the same delivery tasks manually. I'm going to show you how to build a ClickUp Super Agent that will look at the client brief and then build that delivery plan for you. This is what the ClickUp Super Agent area looks like. I've got one in there at the minute that will just help me draft some social media posts, and we're going to build one from scratch. The first thing to look at is what this agent is going to have access to. We are going to have one list. This is where our super agent is going to create all the tasks that we need. And inside this folder, we have got 3 documents. The first one is the client brief. This is the most important one. Tells us about the client, tells us what the actual deliverables are. So this is assuming someone has already made the brief, they know what they want, and they've given it to you and said, cool, go do this. We now need to create these as tasks. Then we've got the brand guidelines in here, voice and tone, language rules for creating social media posts for this client. And we have a third one. We're not using this one at the minute, but it's a topics table. These are the things that we could create, but we'll leave that one for now. Let's go and build our super agent. Back in the super agent area, we're going to click new super agent. And then we're just going to give ClickUp some instructions on what we want this agent to do. Now, I've already written these instructions, and I'm going to paste them in here. And I'm linking these directly to those documents we've got there. So I'm saying, hey, agent, when you're triggered, go and read the client brief document. And then for each of the deliverables, go and put a task inside this list. And then use this for the, guidelines and for the tone. And then finish it off with saying, do not create any duplicate tasks if they already exist. And that's all we need. If this was a real world scenario, you wouldn't hard code the documents in. You would just say, hey, I will be giving you the documents and the deliverables and all that kind of stuff. We'll hit enter on there. All right, now it has configured it for us. It's added the task creation ability. It's defined the core workflow. Awesome. And it's going to give a task name description, due date, duplicate protection. Cool. So it's given us everything we've asked for here. And the agent is built. That's all kind of the chat bit on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side here, you can see the exact instructions, the docs that it's using. So this is the actual instructions the agent is going to use. Now the agent is activated. We can trigger it by mentioning it, by assigning it to a task, or sending it a DM. What we're going to do is send this agent a DM. But before we do that, I don't like the picture very much. So let's go to edit it, and you can give it your own picture. You can either pick one of these, or generate your own, which is pretty cool. What I like to do on mine is give them Baldur's Gate 3 style avatars. Imagine you have 20 of these agents and they all look like that and menacing, or whatever you want. Anyway, now I've changed the picture. That's the important bit. We're going to talk to it. So we're just going to say, please create the task for me by looking at the brief. Great, that's done. It has created the 8 delivery tasks from the client doc. You can see them all here. And it's not skipped any, and there's nothing that was unclear. Everything was as expected. If we go over to the space, you can see it's made all of these here. It's got a due date on all of them. This was based on what was in the deliveries. It looks like they're all overdue at the minute. Give them all a priority. And now you can go and assign each one to each one of your team members. And inside each task, it has got the instructions on exactly what to do, the objective, the requirements, what it looks like when it's done. Yeah, it's got everything that you need inside there. You might have noticed I sped things up there because it takes quite a while for an agent to go and do its thing. The idea really is that you treat them as another member of your team. So what we could do is we could go and delete all of these. And then we're going to make a new task, and the task is just going to be create tasks from brief. And then all we're going to do here is we are going to go and assign it to our agent as if it's a real person. At the minute it's just called new agent. That's fine, we can give it a proper name later. We've assigned it to them. We can then go and do the rest of our work. We'll come back here in a second and see that all the tasks have been created. All right, so now you can see that everything has been created and the task itself has just been closed. If I go and show closed tasks, there you go. It went and automatically closed this task by itself. And you can see that it's left a comment on there as if it was a real member of your team. So I was able to go away, do some more work, come back, and all the tasks have been made, same as before, but I haven't had to actually sit there and make the task myself. I just assigned it to the super agent, which is perfect. And that's it. Brief goes in, tasks come out. You haven't had to touch it. You just assign it to your super agent. A human only needs to go and check things, and you are sorted. If your ClickUp workspace isn't set up in such a way that an agent will actually be able to work in it, that's usually the first thing to fix. Link in the description if you would like help with that.